Anyway, I remember thinking as a little girl, wow, Tio is really cool. Then I remember the day that Tio and Tia got married. The day Tio, Simone, yeah, Simone was there. And my sister and I, we were very little. But after Tio and Tia got married, Tio took us to a restaurant in New York, and it was called Le Cave. Le Cave. It was a French restaurant. And for my sister and I, it was the first time ever to step into a restaurant. We never had been to a restaurant before. So that was a great experience, Tio. And I didn't remember, my sister was just telling me that they served us French onion soup, and my sister didn't want to drink French onion soup, neither did I. And Tio was so worried about us because we were kids and we didn't like the soup. And Maria, what did he say?
He said to the waiter, "The girls don't want the soup, bring out chocolate mousse."
See, I thought I can remember, but she remembered. She was older. And you got us chocolate mousse, and it was great. Our first chocolate mousse. It was wonderful. And Simone? Yes. And I can tell you, after that restaurant experience, I have been eating out ever since. Ever since, Tio.
I'm sure that is.
After Tio and Tia got married, it seemed that Tio was always there in my life and in my family's life. And when we needed him most, he was there. I remember when Daddy bought his first home in New Jersey, I know that you were there guiding him all the way because he always used to tell us. When we needed a new refrigerator and we couldn't afford it, I remember as a kid when that big, huge monster box arrived and they opened that box and the new refrigerator came in. Okay, Jackie Marilyn's dad?
Yes.
What? They helped?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, he was there for us.
We went to whatever it was, that place, discount place.
Oh, okay. Oh, in Secaucus. Okay. And then when my dad injured his back, and things changed in our family, and my dad could no longer do the work that he was doing, I know you came forward, Theo, and you always wanted to help us, for us to be able to stay in the States before my dad made a big decision to go back to where he had met my mom, which was Venezuela. And I know that Theo always lent a hand for us to stay in the United States. But we ended up going to Venezuela. And then Theo, I know that at that time when my dad decided that he wanted to go back, I know that you, Theo, and Tia didn't want my dad to take us to Venezuela. He wanted us to stay here in the States. And you offered to at least keep us. To keep us, his nieces. But no, we went as a family to Venezuela. You were willing to keep us. Thank you, Theo. And then, of course, we come back to the United States years later. We came back in 1977, and I was a teenager. And my dad came back. He was trying to get established back in the U.S. He stayed with Theo and Tia for a while, and he came to Miami, but
you stayed longer.
I sure did.
Yeah, we didn't want him to leave.
I had to stay in school. I went from Venezuela to Long Island, and I had to be in school, and Theo and Tia said, she's staying with us. We're going to make sure she finishes here. And so they took me in, and I lived with them almost 2 years. It was a wonderful time of my life, and Tio treated me just like one of his kids. We had good days and bad days. More good than bad. We went on those long trips. I got in the car with Davy and Vivian and Flash.
Yes. And we never knew where we were going.
We never knew where we were going. But it was an adventure. I learned a lot, Tia. And coming back to the United States, I remember that I did need help with academics. What better home to be in than in my uncle's house?
The great mentor.
The great
Exactly.
mentor, and he helped me so much, Tio. You helped me so much. Tio, all I remember is I think back now that I'm a little older, Tio. I'm no longer a teenager.
Oh,
No.
no?
I always think, I said, boy, you know, what a risk to take in a teenager. I was gone we were gone for almost 5 years. Not every uncle and aunt is going to say, I'm going to take that teenager in my house. It has 5 years had gone by. But they took me in, not knowing. And I'm glad that they did. Tio, you have made such a difference in my life. I am so blessed and happy that now that I am older, I can still enjoy your company. I enjoy the love of theater like you. And I love that you include me always. Every time it's time to go see a show.
Got the ticket.
You got the ticket, yes. Yes. Tio, you have enriched my life in so many ways. And yes, Tio, like my title says, Tio, it is a wonderful life. But Tio, it's a wonderful life for me. Because you made